Hi guys, so today I am doing the makeup look that I told you about in my last video. I'm actually refilming it because, as I said in that video, I didn't like the eyeliner. So yeah, I'm refilming that. Sorry if I cough or my voice is sounding a bit off. I have a cold at the moment, but it's on its way out, so hopefully it'll be fine. So this look is based on the August Grazia issue where they had Make Moment page on it. This is what the page looked like. So as you can see, there's lots of sort of taupes and browns in this look, so it's a very sort of light look, which is very natural. So hopefully I'll try and do that for you today. So to start off with, I'm going to apply a foundation. I'm just going to apply this with my fingers, and I'm using the Max Factor Face Infinity 3-in-1 All Day Flawless Foundation. Now this is a primer, concealer and a foundation. I'm just going to use one pump. So I'm just going to rub this around my face, and the shade I am is 45 Warm Almond, which is the second to lightest shade. You can apply this foundation with a brush. I find it sets quite quickly, so it's quite good to do it with the fingers and sort of really blend it in, and you get a better coverage if you use your fingers as well. Again, this foundation has a very matte finish, which I think for autumn sort of a more wearable look, because for summer you sort of want a dewy finish and more healthy glow, but for winter I think I prefer a matte finish. For under eye circles or any problem areas, you can either go over with a second sort of half pump of the foundation, or you can use a concealer. I am using the Superdrug 2 True, I think it's 3-in-1 concealer in shade 2. So I'm just going to apply this to any areas that I think need more coverage, and especially my under eyes. So just sort of dab it under the eyes. Don't want to push too hard. Now I'm just going to apply a blusher. I'm using the MUA blusher in shade 1. This is a very light pink and a slight shimmer to it. Ideally you want a matte blusher, but this is the only one I have at the moment. I'm using just a Boots little powder brush to apply this. Just want to apply this to the apples of your cheeks and really blend it out, otherwise you end up sort of a doll-like finish. Finally, for the face, before we move on to the eyes, I'm just going to set the foundation with a powder. I am using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in shade 2 Pink Blossom, and then I'm just using a Superdrug powder brush. I think this powder is really, really good. It definitely keeps me matte for the majority of the day. Some days I top up at lunch time and put some more on, but otherwise it keeps me matte for the whole day, which is really unusual for me because of my oily skin. To start off with the eye makeup, we're going to be using the NUA Undress palette, which is a dupe for the Naked palette. So to begin with, we're just going to be using what would be version in the Naked palette, which is shade 1. And we're just going to apply this to the outer corner of our lid, just to make the eyes look more bright and awake. I'm applying this with a No. 7 Smoky Eyeliner brush. As you can see, I've just changed camera position. This is just so you can kind of see closer to the eye exactly what I'm doing, and it's easier for you to see it sort of at eye level rather than being from above. I've got a mirror next to me, so sorry if I keep on looking sort of in this direction, just so I can see what I'm applying to the eye. Right, so the first thing I'm going to be applying to the actual lid is again from the NUA Undress palette. This is going to be shade 3, which is Naked in the Naked palette. It's just a sort of very natural colour, as you probably got from the name. And to apply it, we're just using a basic Boots sort of soft brush. I'm just going to take a little bit and sweep it all over the lid. You probably won't pick this up on camera because it is such a natural colour, but it gives us a nice base to start working with. Next I'm going to apply a Natural Collection sort of single eyeshadow, which is Willow, which I think I mentioned in my haul video, which is when I first said I was going to do this look. This is a sort of shimmery taupe colour. Again, we're using the same brush and just applying this all over the lid and also above, going all the way up to the eyebrow. this just brightens up the eye area as well because it's such a light colour, and it gives a sort of texture because it's got that shimmer in it. Now we're going to use our finger and apply some of the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Permanent Taupe. That's what the lid looks like. And I find these very dry, but this is a sort of greyish colour. So we're just going to apply a little bit of this to the outer sort of half of our lid. This will look quite dark to begin with, but we will blend it right out. Take it a little bit into the crease as well and sort of blend that around too. To blend this out, again we're taking the MUA palette, and this time we're going to use the equivalent to Buck, which is shade 5 in this palette. So you're using the No. 7 Smoky Eyeliner brush again, and we're just going to blend this right across the lid. Don't worry about the crease at the moment because we'll come back to that. This is just adding more a sort of browning undertone to mix in with the grey of the colour tattoo. Use your finger as well to really even out the colour. Just don't want it to look too harsh on the eye because, as I said, this is such a natural look, using really natural colours. To blend out the crease, we're again using the MUA palette, and this time we're going to use what will be the equivalent of Hustle from the Naked palette, and this is shade 10 in this palette. Just take a very little amount of this because it is such a dark colour, as I said, and take it into the crease with this brush again, and then with your finger blend it out. It's just so you don't have too much of a harsh line. Take the colour all the way around. And sorry about that, guys, my camera cut out. All I was going to say is just keep on blending along so that eventually you can't even tell there's been two colours sort of used. I used this brush as well just to keep on blending it out. For this eyeshadow, I'm just going to go back with the Natural Collection Willow just to sort of give it a lighter finish. So again, I'm using this brush from Boots, which came in a 3-pack. So this sort of just does any final blending out and just make sure the colours sort of fade a little bit and don't look as harsh. Obviously if you're going for a nighttime look and you want the colours to look a lot harsher, then leave it how it was. We're just going to apply eyeliner in a minute, and then you can do mascara and you can see the finished look. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Natural Collection eyeliner pencil, which is in the shade brown. Now I'm just going to apply this all over the lid, right next to the lash line. You can wring this out if you want to, but I'm just going to smudge it along in a second. You can just take it to the edge of the outer lashes, then as I said, just blend it along. So to blend it, I'm just going to use my finger and just lightly push the colours like that. I'm just going to curl the eyelashes. I'm using the No. 7 eyelash curlers. So just going to take the eyelashes. I don't squeeze too hard, but gently squeeze them, and I like applying sort of varying pressure, and then sort of tilt them back and hold them for a couple of seconds. Separate them out. Now I'm going to be using the Maybelline Volume Express mascara in waterproof. Just going to move her out the way, then zigzag up the lashes. Successfully got that in my hair. Finally, we're just going to apply a very natural looking lipstick. I'm using the Natural Collection Moisture Shine lipstick in the shade Biscuit. Now, I love this colour so much, but I actually managed to break it. So, sorry if it looks a bit sort of broken. And this is very close to my sort of natural lip colour, but just sort of smooths out the colour of it. You can apply sort of a lip liner or a lip gloss over the top, but I want, as I said, to keep this look sort of very matte. Finally, what I recommend doing if you've had any sort of things that have gone wrong is either use a cotton bud or a cotton pad and take a little bit of your makeup remover, I've done here, and just sort of blot the places that have gone wrong, especially if you're like me and you sort of managed to get mascara and bits sort of underneath your lid. If you manage to wipe up sort of any of your foundation, just go back with your powder or a concealer and just set it all again. There's just no point of leaving it because you know it will bug you. So I'm just going to insert some pictures here of what the look finally looks like when it's finished, once I've sort of resorted out my under eyes, and I really hope you guys have liked it. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!